I don't even know how much I paid.
You don't even know.
To maybe find some more prints.
And I got all of them except for the fox. I got 2 pixies. Look at their price.
Tidewater Comicon, a 2-day convention held at the Virginia Beach Convention Center in Virginia Beach during May 16th through the 17th. Tidewater Comicon is an event organized by the company Incredible Conventions, the same team behind conventions such as Superstar Anime, Hampton Comic Con, Anime Ocean City, and several other pop culture and anime conventions across the East Coast. I've worked with Incredible Conventions multiple times in the past as an artist within their artist alleys, so I had a pretty good idea of the kind of crowd, atmosphere, and weekend to expect going into Tidewater Comicon, though I was still nonetheless super excited because it was my first time tabling at Tidewater Comicon, which is their biggest event, if not one of their biggest events. Also, hello, if you're new here, my name is Ferris and I am the artist behind FerrisWheelMoon. I'm currently in my 3rd year of tabling at various artist alleys while also running my online shop. On my online shop, I create anime-inspired artwork, including fan art, original work that I then turn into stickers, prints, keychains, and other types of merch. This is actually my very first convention vlog, which is both really exciting and a little nerve-wracking, honestly, but I've wanted to start documenting my artist alley experiences for a while now. Conventions have always been a huge part of my life ever since I was a little kid, and since I've started now incorporating my art journey into them, I really want to document the experiences and also spread the information I experience at these conventions. So I'm really excited to finally share more of the behind the scenes side of vending along with my experiences at the various conventions that I will be tabling at. I'm unsure of when I exactly applied to Tidewater Comicon, but I did get my acceptance email February 6th. The table fee was very low. It was $175, and then after fees, taxes, it came to $184.28. Now, this did include a 6-foot table, 2 chairs, and 2 badges. So that's always nice because I do bring a helper with me to events. So having the second badge already included in the table price is very, very convenient. The event had it where load-in began on Friday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday from 6:30 to 9:30, and Sunday 8:30 to 9:30. These times are very good, and I found that a lot of people were choosing to set up on Saturday morning rather than Friday. As you'll see in the vlog, I got there with my helper on Friday a little bit later, and we were able to do a majority of setup then, which is just something that I always preferred to do. Now, table numbers are given at check-in, so therefore if you are planning any sort of stamp rally, that is just something to keep in mind, that you will not know your exact locations until you are checked in. Something that they did note on their exhibitor information email was that there was a exhibitor booth contest, which I had never heard anything about throughout the weekend, and none of the other artists that I talked to had actually heard anything about it either. So I'm not sure if that actually happened, but it is something to note that it was something that I think a lot of artists had a positive reaction when I was talking to them about it. Like, they were like, oh, is there? Like, that would be really neat and cool. What's the prize? And I would have liked to know as well. Either way, let's just go ahead and jump right into the vlog.
I'm hoping to maybe find some more prints at Tidewater. I'm not really sure.
It is day 0 of Tidewater Comicon. I'm not loading in until later in the day because I have work, but
This is really exciting because it's my first time ever vending at this event. I believe Tidewater is their biggest event, if not definitely one of their biggest, so it's an honor to have been selected. Setup, I believe, began at 12. I'm not sure how that is going because I'm not there, but it is till 8 p.m. today, and I'm hoping to be there maybe around like 5:30. This is a local event for me, so there is no lodging. All my expenses are very, very low to attend. I'm going to try to set up the skeleton of the booth today, so I don't think it's going to take that long, but I got new grid connectors, like the fancy ones that like hold them to a degree, so we're only going to spend a lot of time playing around with those, and that's where a bulk of the time I think it's going to go, is figuring all that out. But then we're gonna leave, and then tomorrow is day 1, and I believe setup is 8:30 to 9. Oh, no. Oh, that's so wrong. I don't remember when it is. I'll put the correct times for like the load-ins and setup and stuff. But so far for expenses, it's really only been table, so that's I think $183 after taxes. But this event is held at the Virginia Beach Convention Center, and it's a really nice convention center. I think it's very straightforward and easy when I've vended at past events in that location, so I'm looking forward to a good weekend. I never go in with high expectations just because I don't like being disappointed, but my expectations for this are definitely a little bit higher just because it is one of Incredible's bigger conventions. I'm just looking forward to having a good time and seeing everybody and testing out vlogging, seeing if it's for me and if I'm able to make a quality vlog that's informational. Yeah, I will try to get some footage and maybe touch in during setup. So we just loaded in, and the load-in process was today from 12 to, I think it's till 8, and then it's tomorrow from 6:30 to 9:30. And we're going to try to get a bulk of the booth done today, and then just do finishing touches tomorrow. So far, really, really nice staff. Like, the convention center staff and the con staff have been really, really friendly. Like, I even had someone like take me to my booth, like chauffeured me to my booth, which was really, really nice because I always end up getting confused. They have been blasting what sounds like the Guitar Hero soundtrack this whole time. All right, the time is 7:05, and this is what we have so far. So really, it's just a matter of putting out the 5x7 prints, and I'm doing a order system for my stickers this round. And I got these new where are they? These connectors, so it makes them angled. I like them. I'm gonna look at their price. The mini pancakes. Alright, day 1 so far. The con is about an hour until it starts. Pretty good so far. We're already set up, so we're just chilling, and I'm going to make some social media posts. Temperature wise, the convention center is okay. think they kick the air on when the attendees really come in, but I am getting a little warm. Parking situation was actually really nice because I think this is the first year that they are closing off parking for the vendors to make sure like they can get an okay spot. So that is very nice because that was a big concern of mine. After day 0 setup, we went to Best Buy to pick up something, and while we were doing the curbside pickup, the guy that came out complimented my Persona shirt that I had on, and so little shout out to that guy. And still, if you ever see me at a con, just remind me who you are, and I'm going to give you a free print because you really helped me with my washer machine. So far I have good hopes for the con. The only thing that
This is tripping.
Oh, then put it back on. I'm trying to drink my protein shake. But so the one thing that I do want to note about setup, the configuration isn't the worst. Like, that's how they have it. Like, I can't really the bag. And that wouldn't be like the end of the world. What is bad is that they do allow backdrops here, which isn't a bad thing. It's the fact that they allow backdrops and there's like no room behind our table. So yeah, that makes it really difficult if someone has a banner behind you. I think the people behind us don't have a banner. I hope not. Gave us like 2 spaces to like exit on each side. Ours is compromised, so we only have 1 right now. But and then the one we do have, I guess we're too large.
What that is.
Just really walking around right now because I'm like restless and excited, but I'm also checking out the shopping because I'm always on the hunt for Persona stuff. Oh my fucking god. Oh, Joe Bosses is gonna flip. I actually no, I need to go to her right now and tell her about that. She's about to lose her mind. I need to show her this.
And I got all of them except for the fox. I got 2 pixies.
Joe Basso's already.
I don't even know how much I paid.
You don't even know how much you paid?
No.
Girl. Okay.
This is what behind the booth is looking like, which I'm really excited because I'm doing like a promo where you spend $50 and you get a free tote bag. Let me see if you can like sort of see it hanging up. So I'm excited to see how those do. I think they turned out really nice. I really like the neon handles, but this is what we're dealing with. The time is 12:12, and so far the crowd has been really good. It's definitely a mix-up of different people, but that was expected because of a Comic-Con. But yeah, the crowd has been really good. I'm very pleasantly surprised. This is around what I thought, was expecting, but once again, matching my nails to what I'm drinking. Oh my god.
I can't.
Like,
And then here, if you want to get the
yeah, let me get the info. Oh my god, it is 2:38. Things have slowed down. Really good crowds here. It was pretty steady. I would say anywhere from 11 to just now. It just started dying down. So many really nice, pleasant interactions. I've had so many great conversations, mostly about Persona because I'm in a Elizabeth cosplay. And it's funny because my hat keeps hitting the print I have here. So, but no, pretty steady crowds. I'm wondering if it's going to pick back up. I don't know if they have any sort of like big events or panels or anything going right now, but yeah, I'll update y'all closer to the end of the day. I am sad though because like I'm not giving out as many of these promo bags as I thought I would, but I think also a lot of people don't know that I have them and more out. I'm giving some to friends for just whatever they spend because
I just want them to have it. This is so cool.
You have 2 gold bracelets.
Oh my god.
Apollo Wright.
Apollo Wright, that's not true.
Oh my god. That is so... Alright, the time is now 4:46, almost just an hour to go because it closes at 6 today. Luckily, I've actually sold some blind bags, so I'm really happy about that. So the bags are not moving, but so far, com's really good. It actually ended up getting a little cold, so if you're sensitive to the cold, I'd suggest bringing a jacket, but it's been steady. I'm just really tired. One thing though that they said to exhibitors in their email is that there was something about a vendor table contest, something about like the best looking table, signage. I can't remember what qualifications or whatever, but they said that they were going to give us more information about that, and I haven't received any, and I haven't even heard anybody talk about it, so I don't really know how factual it is, but that is something that I thought was a cool idea in a sense, but I don't know if they're going to follow through with it because I haven't heard anything about it from other... I feel like I'm the only person that knows about it. The alley is closed. Just looking at a little bit of the cosplay contest. Let me see if she's still up there. There's a bell up there. Oh good, she won. That bell, apparently, all her dress was made out of book paper. That is so cute. On the way to see the Diet Pepsi price, because Joe Basso's tried to buy a Kickstarter and it exploded.
I would have paid that.
You know what? We would have paid $3.50.
Yeah.
But instead you paid $1.50 and got an exploded Kickstart. So, also something I do want to say, this convention center does have water bottle refill stations. Some convention centers just straight don't. So that is something to note, that you can bring your own water bottle and just keep refilling it. Alright, it is day 2 of Tidewater Comicon. We're here early. I can't get the time. What's the time? 8:18. It's 8:18. The con begins in 2 hours. We don't have any other like setup or really much to do, so we are going to take advantage of being at the ocean front and looking at the beach. And Joe Bassos is in Ryuji, so she wants some beach pictures. So, but overall, this event has been really great. It's exceeded my expectations. We're by the best like table neighbors we've ever had. So thank you to y'all. Like, y'all have been so sweet and funny, and I've just loved chatting with y'all. A lot of people I hear travel and stay at hotels for this con. I think it's either or. Personally, I don't think I would travel and stay in a hotel for this con unless if I was also making a beach trip or see friends or something of the nature. Being an anime fan artist mainly, with some original works doing very well at my standards, this has already made a 4-figure event for me. So being an anime fan artist at this event, I did break even fairly quickly, but again, my expenses is really gas and table, and profit wise this did make it into the 4-figure mark already. So do with that information what you will and use your best judgment, but you also get to be right by the beach, so I think it's a good excuse to come to the beach for sure.
did a trade. An hour in. Going, what?
No, it's been an hour.
Yeah. But we're about an hour in to day 2. Traffic is flowing pretty all right. I'm seeing similar faces, but also some different ones. So a lot of people I noticed for this con will pick certain days. So there's a lot of Saturday only people, Sunday only people. So another thing, if you are a Verizon user, I've been hearing a lot of Verizon users have been having issues with signal. I have AT&T, and it really did not affect me at all. I really had no problem yesterday with collecting sales. There were some hiccups, but nothing major. I was always able to take sales, and they do offer internet at this convention center, but it's like $80 a day or like $200 for the weekend. So plan accordingly. Probably bring a pocket Wi-Fi just in case, because it's been an hour and we haven't gotten a sale yet. But it was like that for Saturday as well, and I feel like because it's a lot of people's first time in the hall, because it's a lot of Sunday only people, it's a similar effect like at the beginning of the con, where a lot of people want to walk around, fully take it in, and then they go and they make their purchases, or when they feel like they've just seen what there is to see, then they can go through again and actually know, okay, I do want this because I know what's here. Time is 1:45. The crowds are pretty good and pretty good foot traffic since stores opened at 10. It's just now starting to die down a little bit. I have Joe Basas going to get me Aritas to help me get through the rest of this con. It closes at 5 today, and so far, honestly, the best con I've been to, profit-wise, and I'll talk more in the recap, but I've seen a lot of new faces, so this con definitely is, you get fresh people coming in on Sunday, and they are really, it seems more heavy on shopping. I've had a lot more bigger transactions today than Saturday. Saturday was like sprinkle transactions. So yeah, a lot more sprinkle transactions yesterday. Today has been a lot more, like, I've been handing out a lot more of the bags because people are actually hitting the $50 mark or getting really close to it. I don't know if there's like a rhyme or reason for that, but it's just something I've noticed for today's foot traffic. Time is 4:41, and okay, so I scratched what I said about I wouldn't travel to vend at this event, and I would only ever be here because it was local. I would definitely travel for this event, because today, I mean, yeah, we still have 20 minutes, but today's numbers were maybe only 15-20% less than yesterday's numbers, so it's really, I think it's worth it. I think it's a pretty good event. I feel so good right now. Like, everybody was so nice, had so many amazing conversations. So many other artists were just so sweet and kind to me, and the energy was just amazing. So it is really cold in here today, so that's like my only complaint, but all the con attendees are like, oh my god, it feels so good, which I don't blame them. It's like 90 degrees out, so when they're out there and then they're coming in here, especially in costumes. Day 2 is over. Here is the haul. I am back home. I've done a little bit of recuperation and crunching over the numbers, and this con was very successful. I'll give you all the breakdown, but this is the haul. Got some amazing prints and trades from friends, stickers, lads, merch that I had to treat myself, okay? My table neighbors just spoiled me with gifts and stickers, and I will include their social media names later. And then Raphael print, yeah, Raphael print. Yeah, so I'm very excited to cover up my studio space a little bit more with this art. But yeah, overall, amazing convention. I had just a blast. The people were amazing. The staff and vibes were just so good, and overall, I hope to be back next year. Going into the recap portion of this video, I'm going to be discussing the pros and cons along with my overall opinion of Tidewater Comicon. Going into the pros first, I had some of the best table neighbors I've ever had vending. Wise, they were just so much fun, such good energy, and that also bleeds into the attendees. I had so many amazing interactions. Everybody was really nice, the staff members, customers, just attendees, everybody. I really didn't have any bad experiences. An obvious pro that is more so specific to me is the very low expenses. In total, to be able to table here, I spent $184.28 on the table fee, and then $26.32 in gas, bringing my grand total for what I spent to around $210.60. As well as the expenses being really low, the profit was also in a low four-figure income, and so I'm not going to give a specific number for what I made, but it was greater than 1.5 and less than 5,000. This is something that could be different from year to year, but I put it in my recap notes. Is it had a Rita stand. I love Ritas, so that was a positive for me. Another thing about the convention that I really enjoyed seeing is really trying to grow. They had more workshops. I noticed this year they're attempting to add in more events for attendees is a really good thing. Along with, they did have meetups. So like cosplay meetups, the meetups were only 15 minutes each, and they were very broad categories of just like video games, movies, you know, there was nothing like specific fandoms. There is an effort to grow and add more for attendees to do. Tidewater Comicon was very, very heavy with social media. They were constantly posting on their social media accounts about it. Also leading up to the event, they were heavy with the marketing. There were billboards in the local area. There were even commercials that I was very surprised to see. So there was a lot going into the marketing and social media aspects of this event. So the positives are going to outweigh the cons, but the cons should still be acknowledged. So along with a positive being that it's still a growing convention and that they are attempting to grow and add more, that also is a con. This isn't really a, I don't want to say that this is a con, but this is just my opinion about it. I wouldn't fly or travel 5+ hours for this convention. Income with the event, it did make me change my opinion of I would travel for an event like this, but I still wouldn't do anything more than 3-5 hours of travel for it, unless again the location is really amazing. It's at the ocean front, it's at the beach, so, and especially if you are someone that's in a more landlocked area, that might be a big factor for you, is you don't mind flying and or driving 6+ hours to visit the beach, visit family, friends, whoever might be in the area. And if that's the case, then yeah, you can definitely use this con as a scapegoat. Allowing pop-up banners with limited behind the table space. I want a preference with, I had no beef with the layout, like how they had the space behind us, like very minimal. It was very workable. That I found I was never in a situation where I really wish they didn't have the configuration they did. Pop-up banners are not bad. I just feel if you know that you're going to have a very tight configuration behind the table, that you should not allow pop-up banners. They said that you can't have inventory behind you and you can't have shelving and like stuff like that. So that is good. It's not the end of the world. It's just something to note of, just be careful if, and for that. And also if you're someone that likes pop-up banners and you have one,
just sort of take into consideration maybe getting a flat foot one and not one of the tripod-esque ones, just to help minimize space for both yourself and those around you. Also, touching on the configuration a little bit more, the limited spaces between the tables. I understand we're not going to have 6-foot gaps between each table or anything like that. The space that was defaultly given to people between tables was just so minimal. I want to say honestly less than a foot. I'm not really entirely sure if that's accurate, but it was very small. It was very difficult. It would have been something where if the people around me did not sort of work stuff out and communicate to have some spaces smaller so that way there were greater exits at other areas of the aisle, it would have been a lot less pleasant. Something I would suggest to fix that is if they had done something, everything is completely in line and there are just more greater gaps in between every 4 tables or something of the sort, or legitimately giving bigger spaces and not 12-inch space on each side, because that is just very difficult to sneak in and out of. However, the cons, not that many at all. Overall, I would give this convention a 5 out of 5. There's nothing I can really justify lowering the score for. It was a very low cost event for me because it was so local. There was good income, a 2-day event, so I didn't have to take off any sort of PTO, and I had a wonderful time. It was, when I got back on Sunday, I just couldn't stop smiling. I had just such an amazing time, though everybody's experience is different, and I hope that vlog was informational. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing more in the future. I will see y'all next time.